Okay, so this is a tutorial for Emily regarding animating your camera. So, okay, so I got the two panels open, the camera shot and the graph editor. Um, I intentionally made it wide so that I can get the composition framed up better this way. Next, let's go under shading and use default material. That way it's brighter. After that, first thing I want to do is I want to select one of these, any one of these, and hit F. F as in Frank. Because I need to focus my camera onto whatever my subject is. And F pretty much targets it and locks onto it. Then I'm going to go to frame 0, or well, maybe around here, or frame 0 first, because that's where we start. Or let me first zoom out. Okay, I'm gonna zoom out, and I'm gonna pan up like that, and then I have an idea right now to have a dynamic shot of where the camera is looking down, starts off looking down. You know, you could maybe go either this way or this way, whichever. Oh wait, first let me grab the wall. This is, oh, that's the old wall. Let me delete that. I'm go in File, Import, and grab the large one, the modified large infinity wall. Alright, here it is. Alright, so you probably had that in your scene already, which I emailed. Now I'm just gonna lock it. So where is it? Alright, that's the one. Add objects. Okay. I'm also gonna delete any unused layers. Alright, good. Just to clean up the scene. Okay, I'm gonna go back in, hit F to frame, zoom out a bit. Now I'm gonna, since I framed it like that, F, now I'm gonna kinda start staging my camera. Where now I'm gonna select the camera right here. See how it's white? And boom, 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 boom. Alright, so alright, let me zoom in because I was too far out. So I zoomed in from here. And so if you could imagine, this is pretty dynamic from the top down because we don't expect to see it. We don't know what's gonna happen. We just know the camera shot is kind of peculiar. And now I kind of want to push the camera like this, just holding down Alt and the middle mouse just to center it. Now I'm gonna play again. But as you can see, nothing's being keyframed in terms of the camera movement, even though I have the auto keyframe on. So that's fine, that's good. I don't want it to be auto keyframed right now anyway. So I chose this shot. Let me turn on the wireframe. Okay, and boom, 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 boom. So out of nowhere, it's falling from the sky. Okay, so you could do something like this from this 3/4 looking down, or you could do something like that. Let me hit F again to frame it. Number one thing is to hit F to frame. That way we can get our shot composition. Alright, again, you can either go either this way, like that. Okay. Or like I said, you can either go like this. But the main thing is it should be framed center. You know, center. Don't do something like this or like that or like that. Something like that, where when it makes impact, that it's centered with our composition. That's the one major thing. Okay, so let's try turning it this way. Okay, again, it's easy for me to pivot off of the subject because we hit F to focus on our subject. Alright, so maybe this one, something like that. Boom, 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 right? So right around frame 17, I'm gonna hit S. Oh, wait. Gave me an error. That's because I didn't select the camera. Let's select the camera. Now hit S. And there's my keyframe. I had to select the camera first. I chose 17 because I need the camera to stay still for at least 17 frames so that when our subject is falling from the sky, the viewer, its eyes will get adjusted to it. So at right around frame 6 is when we see it coming into frame, coming into the shot. And then from 6 all the way to 17, you know, that many frames, that's about what, a little over 10 frames, 11. That 11 frames is enough for the human eye to read and see that something is happening. That's why I chose frame 17, to set our initial keyframe to lock it. Off of frame 17 is when the camera will move. But from 0 to 17, it's completely still. Okay? Again, this much from frame 6 to 17 is for the human eye to read the movement that is entering the composition shot. Okay? Then, so we got that. Now I want to do an action of maybe a pivot. Ooh, let me undo that. Okay, so that was 17. Now I'm gonna scrub, and so it lands right around 42, right? So right around 42 when it lands, maybe 43. You choose between 42, 43, 44, anywhere around here. Okay. We're gonna move the camera, and just to make sure our camera is selected. So on frame 43, I'm going to move, and I'm gonna push down, and as you can see, my graph editor is updating. Okay, and there, something like that maybe. Okay, so from 17, boom, 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 boom. It's a little rough. There's a lot of things being cut off. That I don't like. That I don't like. Only thing I like is the ending. Or maybe something like that. And maybe pull out a bit. Right now I'm just staging the shot so that there's space over here. Padding in terms of visual padding. There's padding over here visually. Over here. And a lot over here. Setting up the composition shot. Don't do stuff like this. Just have it nice and locked where it's in the middle. This is a bit nuts because there's too much space here. Maybe something like that. You know, you kind of pick and choose, but choose wisely. Okay, so from here, right? So from here, boom, crashing, and then the camera moves and moves and moves and moves. But there's a lot of cutting off. Like here. This is awful. I don't like that. So I'm gonna manipulate the graph editor. First, what we're gonna manipulate is the up, which is Y, X, and Z, the translates. Okay, so let's mess around with, let's see what the translate X will do for us. I just chose the end frame, the keyframe, and then we're in the middle. And oh, look at that. Okay, that helps. You see that? Just off of doing that, grab the handle and pull on it, and the camera will adjust its position. Okay? Then maybe the green, which is translate Y, which is the up and down. Let me grab that. Let me pull up. Okay, now that's a lot. Let me pull back down. Let me grab this one, the beginning. Let me grab that handle, and I'm gonna middle mouse and pull. Look at that. Now it's adjusting. Okay. All right. Good. Good. Right around there. Good. Let's see what that does. Well, very nice. See? That's all there is to it. Let me grab the camera again and grab all of these, and then let me grab the translate Z, hit F, and let me mess around with that. Let me see if that does anything. If it doesn't, I just can undo it. Grab the handle, middle mouse, and pull. Alright, it doesn't do much because that's the forward and backward. Let me grab this handle and pull that. That doesn't do much either. Alright, whatever. Okay. Let me hit play again. Alt and V as in Victor. Very nice. See? Okay. So let me turn off the wireframe. Let me play it again. This was the wireframe. Wireframe unshaded. That one. Boom. And it settles. Okay, so that's pretty much it. One last thing. If you're gonna render this out, let's just quickly review. Let's go under the render settings. That tab right there. Why isn't it? Where's my? Hold on. What? Why is it doing this? One second. Oh, it just crashed. All right. Let me open it up again. Alright, darn it. I gotta redo it again. Well, you know what? You saw it. So... Okay. Alright, so let's pretend that everything is good as new. Okay. So pretend this is your file that we just did. Now we go into the render settings. Remember this. Then, number one, first thing, Common tab. Alright, file name prefix. Let's you name it. For example, Emily underscore Burger King render. Okay, something like that, whatever. Alright, EXR, leave that alone, blah blah blah, zip, tile, leave that alone. All right, color space. Use output transform. Leave that alone. This one, name dot number dot extension. Boom. Frame padding 4. Good. Start frame. This one specifically starts at 0. Well, if yours starts at 0 too, then if yours starts at 1, then you put 1. Now it ends. Where does it end? Let's just, I don't know where it ends, but whichever that it ends for you. When I did your demo, it ended, the camera movement ended at 44 previously. I did another one previously. So, let's say it's whatever it is. Just make sure that all movement, whether it be the camera or the animation of your main 3D logo, that all movement has stopped. So let's pretend all movement has stopped at 50 frame. At frame 50. Okay, then you put that in. Alright, next, you choose your camera. Very, very important. Whichever camera it is. Then, next thing, I would like you to, under motion blur, I don't know if I taught you this or not, enable motion blur, okay? Set it to 0.25. That's all you gotta do. Enable, set to 0.25, okay? That's gonna give us some motion blur. So do that. Super important. Then imagers. Oh, right, good. You have that. Good. That's gonna speed up the render times. It'll clean up the noise. All right, so that's that. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's pretty much it. Hit close. Oh, one more thing. R node. Let's go under animation, okay? R node. Where is it? Rendering? Rendering. Alright, okay, so yeah, so it's rendering menu, render. Okay, rendering menu, render. Render sequence. Alright, rendering menu, render tab, render sequence. Pop that open. Alright, super important. Choose your camera. Choose your location. For example, I don't know, make it simple, desktop. Make a new folder. Say, for example, Emily, Burger King, render sequence. Alright, make a new folder, hit select. There we go. Now it's going to have somewhere to go to. Then you hit render sequence and close. Choose this one, not this one, this one. One more thing, do not have R nodes, a render view open. You see this guy right here? R node render view. When you do a render sequence, do not have this open. It crashes oftentimes for whatever reason. But do have Maya's default renderer, which is this guy right here. Have that open. But it's not opening for whatever reason. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. Okay, good. Right here. Have that open. Because when you press this is going to open up and start rendering. Okay, and you can watch it while it renders. When it renders, do not do anything on your computer. Just let it do its thing. Okay? Lastly, when you have everything rendered out, open up After Effects. Okay, new project. Okay. And then composition. New composition. Height, width, Yeah. So the width is 1080, height is 1920, frame rate 24, and yeah. And you hit OK. Boom. There's our shot composition. Okay. Next, you know what? Let's import some images. Pretend this is your sequence. Okay. So all right. For example, let's take out. This one. All right. So here's the render sequence. Now this one right here, you choose one, open EXR sequence. That'll be checked on by default. If it's not, have it checked on. Import. Okay, you import it right there. Okay. Next, right click, interpret footage, main. This one, set it to 24. Oops. Right click, interpret, main, set it to 24. Next, alpha, ignore the alpha, because now it's going to be full color. Just choose this for now. Just choose that. Yeah. Go to color management. Yeah. sRGB. Okay. Color management tab, sRGB. Set it to on and hit OK. Alright. Let's click on this again. Project settings. Alright. Now under color, 32 bits. For yours, I'll probably just choose sRGB. Trilinear, linearized working space. You could have this checked on too. Yeah, hit OK. Now I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna dump it in here. Boom. Okay. This one doesn't have camera movement, but so let's say you grab yours. Let's say you want some frame padding. You know, like something here and something here to kind of animate a fade in and fade out. Okay. Select it here. Right click. Time. Freeze on last frame, but just make sure your animation sequence here is in the middle. Okay. Right click, time, freeze on last frame, boom. So it's gonna do this and it's gonna freeze. Okay. Super useful. I don't know if you know that yet or not, but super useful. Then I need something here. I'm gonna grab here, grab like that, and stretch it. It's gonna also freeze the beginning frame, and it's gonna play and boom. Boom. Okay. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, go ahead and do that. And also regarding your in Maya, one last thing. I want you to set your your samples. Set that to like a 7. Set that to 7. Your samples, your camera AA to 7. Okay. And then your ray depths, put the diffuse to 2. And that's pretty much it. And then you're good. And then in here, alright, so let's say this is your animation, you're happy, right? Control M, render queue, click on that. Format. Choose QuickTime. Format option. Choose Apple ProRes 422. Hit OK. Trillions of colors. Choose that. Alright. This is your output module, okay? Color management. sRGB. Set to on. Oh wait, no. Linear light set to off. Before we had it set to on, but that was a different menu tab. Specifically for your output. Again, specifically for your output module, set it to off. And OK. This is critical. Hit OK. Again, that output module is from here. Output module, render queue, click, here it is. Click, working color space, sRGB, linear light is off. Main option, RGB, trillions, colors, ProRes 422, OK. Output 2, that means give it a name. Let's just type in, I don't know, whatever. On the desktop, hit save. Let's test it out. I'm gonna render it. It's rendering, and it's done. Desktop. Here it is. View half. Perfect, see? Excellent. Alright, so this is pretty much it. So good luck and show me what you have after. Bye.